Hello there. Thanks for joining us on another edition of the show, the Q Sports Show on Ascent Television. My name is Jide Olano. It promises to be another exciting time and we are ready to go. Just before we start, a quick rundown of what you should expect on today's show. Of course, we'll be looking at the Crucible, the World Snooker Championship in Sheffield, and also maybe we should keep it on the wraps. Who will definitely be who will be our player of the week? We'll let you know in the course of the show, and we'll come into Africa too. The All Africa Snooker and 6 Red 2022. You will get to know where it's taking place and some other juicy stories that you should get to know. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's just kickstart the show by taking you through the news in brief, and when we come back, I'll introduce my guest and we will set the ball right into the board. Yes, welcome back, and straight to the business of the day is the man you should know. He's the one I told you about. He's joining me again. Joakim Dada joins me. Joe, great to have you on the show again.
Yes, Jide, it's nice being here. It's nice always having the opportunity to talk about our favorite sports. That's snooker, billiards, pool. When it comes to Q Sports, this is the show to be, and it's always an exciting experience. Always being here to share my experience with you.
All right, Joe, straight to the business. Let's start from the Crucible, where the World Snooker Championship is going on. The first stage done and dusted yet?
Yes.
Is the next stage. They call it the round 2. And gradually, the boys are being separated from the men.
Sure do.
It's been dramatic for me, maybe not from the point of the sport though. It's about some of the things that the players are saying.
Yes, as expected, we earlier had expected that some of these players are professional players. They know what it takes to go through the tour and to qualify for the World Snooker Championship. You know, the Crucible is the biggest prize when it comes to snooker each year. So everybody throughout the whole tour, they are all playing to be either selected to be in the Crucible or they will qualify for the Crucible. And as expected, that is what we felt. Every snooker player, especially the professional snooker players, that's what their business is all about. But some of their utterances, I believe, are worrisome. Maybe in one breath, the tour is pretty strenuous, and some of them burn out before the World Championship. Okay. And when it now comes to the World Championship itself, they are not performing at their very best. And so I think to an extent, that is one of the reasons why they are complaining. I remember some years back, Ronnie, that's the Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan, did complain that the events were too many. Okay. And it causes some of the players to get fatigued before the major one, and that is the Crucible. And Barry Hans responded to his comment at that time and said, look, if you know you are not ready for it, then it's better you quit. And somehow, I think some of them, well, I say they are taking the advice. I won't say that, but I think the younger boys they've come to their maturity. Uh-huh. And some of these younger boys are giving them a fight for their money.
Okay, that's fantastic. Good to hear. All right, let's go through some of the talking from the technical perspective now. What's happening as far as the games? I know that they will still have the likes of Ronnie in the beads. We've got Judd also in the beads. And some of the top guys too.
Mark Selby is still there. The Rocket himself, Ronnie, is still there. Trump is still there.
Yes, exactly.
And all the top players, let me say the the top players, they are all still in the event.
Okay.
That's what.
Of course,
it's only Barry Hopkins that was beaten by Page.
Okay.
It's out in the first round. But the first round result has been pretty good. As expected for the bookies, you don't expect some of the top 15 players. You don't really expect any of them to fall out in the first round. So you can now see, we are seeing some level of performance currently going on at this particular first stage, because the second stage is starting today.
Okay. So, like I would say, is it too early to begin to guess who's likely? Will Mark Selby retain these dominance, or should we expect some of them?
Yes, if we want to look at statistics, Mark Selby has won, in the last 10 years, Mark Selby has won the Crucible 4 times, and he won in 2021, 2017, 2016, and 2014. It is only in 20, so it's one of the few players that have won back-to-back. He and Ronnie, the two of them have won back-to-back. That's an event back-to-back. Mark Selby won 2016 and 2017 back-to-back. And Ronnie Sullivan won 2012 and 2013 back-to-back. Okay. But Mark Selby has 2 other events to his favor, and that is 2014 and 2021, while Ronnie Sullivan won the 2020 edition. Can Mark Selby defend his title? That is the question right now. Or will Ronnie Sullivan come to stage at this point and cause also an upset? I won't say an upset, walk away with Judd. Trump is struggling, but you see the beauty about Judd Trump, he plays with his 2 hands. And the way he plays, he's one of those players that plays in a very unique way. He might end up, he develops.
Okay, with the game, as the game goes on, as long as it's a tournament player.
He's a tournament player. As the momentum goes, he improves. That's the uniqueness of Judd Trump's event. So I think, we should not write him off at this point in time. Okay. But if I put my money based on statistics, we will expect that somebody like Mark Selby will walk away. Will the Chinese come to the stage? Right. Every day, I'm always cautious that the English or United Kingdom have found a way of retaining the tournament prize or the title almost year to year for the last 20 years. Okay. It is only in 2010 when Robinson won the championship. That is in 2010, as I said. But the question is, the Chinese are putting in everything. Zhao is doing his best. He's a young boy. Let's hope that we'll see him improve this time. Most likely, if he can get to the quarterfinals or the semifinals, I think it'll be a good one for him.
All right. Okay, that's gradually, and who knows? But I know that the fans will do everything to make sure maybe they see like a Mark Selby and Sullivan's final. Maybe Judd can be in the mix. Who knows? But we all, like you asked me just while we were off air, that who's likely to win too, and I said that the picture becomes clearer to me by the time we get to the last 8. Maybe by the time I've weighed all the players, I've looked at how the fashion at which they've won their games. Of course, look at some of them. Some are highly resilient among them. They can drop their first 4 games, and before you know it, they pick up and they win.
But you know the format of the World Snooker Championship is different. It is a marathon. Exactly. Even the first round. Remember, the first round is first to 10. Exactly. So that means that if you meet a very strong opposition, there is the tendency that you'll be playing a minimum of 21 frames. That's it. That is no joke. That is a lot of mental strain.
And it's not easy at that stage you can also, because at this stage also, you are not expected to come just overrun your opponent too.
That's the question. There should be a
balance.
And remember,
so
one
it's not
other
going to
thing
happen.
is
It's not, you are not going to see a 10-1
result.
7-5, all of 7-2, all those kind of results. It will be
and remember
matched.
one thing, that after the first round, most of the times, I will always describe some of these players as the boys. The boys will most likely drop out. Then the men will face each other. And when the men face each other, then it is a show of will, a show of skill, a show of competence, a show of expertise, and above all, a show of what? Entertainment. You should be able to enjoy the game for you to be able to stay that long. Because if you are not enjoying your matches, men or men, they will give you some whipping. All
right. Oh, that's it. You can count on us to update you as far as the show is concerned on how and what is really happening as far as the Crucible. At the Crucible, that's talking about the World Snooker Championship. We'll go on a break now, and we hit our player spotlight for the week. And who else? It's the first Iranian to be a professional snooker player. That is Hussein Valfahi. I hope I'm trying to Fafel. Oh, thank you. Fafel. Hussein Fafel is our spotlight finds Hussein Fafel. And Hussein was also in the news for the wrong reason, taking a dig at Ronnie O'Sullivan after, I don't know what, but they are still good friends, just taking a dig at Oliver. But great to see that the Arabs, the Chinese also are proving their mettle in Q Sports. Okay, we're going to break to give you the player spotlight for the week, and we'll be back. Don't go away.